Hi, my name is Adrienne Langford, and I have chosen this poem called September by Helen Hunt Jackson. The goldenrod is yellow, the corn is turning brown, the trees and apple orchards with fruit are bending down. The gentian's bluest fringes are curling in the sun. In dusky pods, the milkweed is hidden, has silk has spun. The sedges flaunt their harvest in every meadow nook, and asters by the brookside make asters in the brook. From dewy lanes at morning the grapes' sweet odor rise. At noon the roads all flutter with yellow butterflies. By all these lovely tokens, September days are here, with summer's best of weather and autumn's best of cheer. So I have chosen this poem mainly to kind of target the grades 6 and 7. Um, the Some of the key concepts of this poem is it's a figurative poem with it's a lyrical poem. It has 5 stanzas with a line break in each. The alliteration is the rhyming of the last word in the second sentence and the fourth sentence for every stanza. It uses a lot of imagery and figurative words to describe plants and surroundings to reinforce their underlying message. Um, so what I have chosen to do is I did make a poetry bag like this. It looks like this. Actually, let me take this off. It looks like this. And then I have the actual poem in kind of a bookmark form. And this literally probably cost me about less than $2 to make. I decorated the front and the back, and you can have the students decorate them, obviously. So I took out the poem and I just read to you. And then also included in the bag is the family activity that I have chosen. So here's the family activity, and it's basically this is because we're talking about a poem that talks about the month of September. What I am going to have them do is find an item or clue that would help them give a hint that summer is not quite over. And also find an item or clue that gives you a hint that fall is upon us. So one example would be to take a picture of your family enjoying swimming or pool or camping or some kind of summer activity. Or for the fact that fall might be approaching, they might choose like a leaf or um, what I chose personally was this because for me, September means that all the spiders are coming out and I have to deal with the nasty webs and all that jazz. So that was kind of an example that I was going to give in them and the activity that goes along with that. Okay. One additional read aloud strategy that I have found is there is a website called poetryforkids.com. I absolutely love that website. I got a lot of ideas and examples off of that website in most of my projects that I've been doing. So you can find writing lessons, poetry stuff, writing activities. There's actually a poetic term dictionary on there that you can use that the students can actually go on there and use, and it will help them learn any vocabulary. If they don't feel comfortable coming to you, they can go to this dictionary, and it will actually give them like a really simple uh, explanation on the terms. So some other examples that I found for about this grade level for poems would be Theme in Yellow by Carl Sandburg, Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll. Other ones would be Over the River and Through the Woods by Lydia Marie Child, and From the Railway Carriage by Robert Louis Stevenson. There is an activity that would help with the vocabulary, and it's called Blurt. And I actually kind of made it on my own. I don't know if you can see this. but there's a picture of it on the slide. And what this is just a game that you have with dice, and you roll the dice, and or actually whoever comes up with the word first of the definition, they roll the dice, and then whoever wins. Um, so let's see. There's a lot of comprehension strategies that I put on the slide. Um, Another writing activity that I have found was to have them write their own poem. And a category that I think would be like the easiest for this grade level, or to kind of start at the bottom level, and you can make this more um, for the gifted and accelerated students. You can just add on to it, or make it better, or make it harder, or make it. But this is called the writing instruction for My Favorite Lings List Poem. So I mean, it's step by step instruction. Like, you write your words, then you can see if you can find words that match it, or you can make a poem out of it. And there's also another poem activity if you want to. If you feel like you need to redo it, there's also, you can do a poem about things you don't like, and you can write the list of those words, and they can make a poem out of those. Obviously, with differentiated instruction, you would need to be more little hands-on for um, the students that may need a little help, or peer, or this can be a group instruction as well. For my assessment activity, I have found a really good writing activity that I posted on the slide. This one is it comes in 3 sections. You're basically going to be writing a summary, and it tells you, just step by step what you to do. First, you're gonna come up with these words, and then you're gonna write the rhyming words like this. You're gonna have your pre-writing first, and then you're gonna write your first draft, and then on the last page, you're gonna write your final, your final copy, and you can even draw a picture on the bottom. But it just gives you step-by-step instruction, even on like how the rhyming of the stanzas. If you have a certain rhyme pattern that you want to do, it tells you step-by-step it shows the student on paper how to make your own poem, or summarization, just step-by-step. So this was the activity that I found online that I thought would work really well, because it also shows you how to take the words, if you want to rhyme them, to go find rhyming words. So you write all of them, and so it just kind of helps you get that step by step. So those are my activities, and some of the differentiation that I had included was to alter the pace for the English language learners, to work more on grasping the vocabulary and the fundamental ideas. For special needs, I think it's just going to be a lot of visuals. It's going to be a lot of one-on-one. For those at-risk students as well, the same thing. Just increase one-on-one, having more contact with the student. And for obviously the enrichments, you can always make these activities just a little more advanced for a little more of those enrichment type students. Thank you.